Whether you just took your VibroMet out of the box, or simply want a few helpful hints, Bueller has the information you need. The vibratory action of the VibroMet 2 polisher removes the minor deformation remaining after mechanical preparation. It can also enhance polarized light response for non-cubic structures and produce high-quality electron backscatter diffraction patterns. You can accomplish this in your own lab by following these easy steps. We will start by applying the polishing cloth in the bowl. A flocked cloth is recommended, such as microcloth. Swab release agent across the bowl surface to aid in cloth removal at a later time. Next, carefully adhere the cloth. Place one edge of the cloth at the rim of the bowl. Working in only one direction, slowly press the polishing cloth onto the bowl. This will help to eliminate the formation of air bubbles. Rolling the surface helps to flatten it further. Place the prepared bowl on the vibratory polisher. Align the holes on the base of the bowl with the small posts on the machine. Next, attach the ring with the supplied screws. Finally, pour in enough abrasive suspension to completely cover the polishing cloth. It will be about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch deep. Select from Master Prep or VibroMet, depending on the type of sample you are working with. For example, copper, aluminum, minerals, and electronics are typically prepared with VibroMet, whereas steels are prepared with Master Prep. Now that the VibroMet system is set up, it's time to focus on the samples. Let's look at individual mounted specimens first. Set the loading fixture on a flat level surface. Position the mounted specimen face down in the appropriate circle indent. Place the specimen holder over the mount. The holder will rest right on the loading fixture. Tighten the set screw with the supplied wrench to secure the mount into the holder. The specimen holder weighs about 400 grams. For most mounts, this is sufficient for the polishing process. However, if you are working with harder materials such as ceramics or tool steels, additional weight can improve the results. Individual weights of 130 grams can be applied. Simply add a post to the back of the holder and slip a weight in place. There are several options available if you are working with thin sections mounted to slides. Let's take a look at the target holder for controlled material removal first. This holder accepts both 28 by 48 and 27 by 46 millimeter slides. Attach the slide with Crystal Bond LT. Position a few small chips of the Crystal Bond onto the holder and place it on a hot plate. Once the Crystal Bond melts, remove the holder from the hot plate. Then place the slide on the melted wax and move it back and forth to squeeze out the excess wax. Allow the wax to cool and harden. Once the slide has been attached to the holder, the specimen can be lapped or ground to a final thickness of 30 microns or less. Vibratory polishing can follow immediately after. Another choice is the petrographic histolic thin section slide holder. This holder can be used to secure up to 3 slides in a single force specimen holder, enabling use with an Automet 250 power head. Attach these slides to their holders with Crystal Bond wax as well. Insert the glass slide holder into the specimen holder with the flat side facing the platen. Next, lock the glass slide holder into the specimen holder by moving the cams off-center. The complete specimen holder can then be directly placed into the VibroMet vibratory polisher. With the sample secured in the holder, it's time to start the polishing procedure. First, turn the polisher on. Set the vibration amplitude to 60%. Next, place the samples into the polisher bowl. It may be helpful to guide the holder once around the bowl, setting the sample into a track. Adjust the speed if needed to maintain movement. The observed RPM is typically 6, 1 revolution for every 10 seconds. The polishing time will range from 30 to 60 minutes. The material hardness will play a role in determining the total time. Too much time on soft materials normally produces relief. The total time will best be determined by trial and error. It is good to monitor the progress at 15-minute intervals when working with new materials. Now all that is left is the cleanup. For best results, clean your sample immediately after removing it from the polisher. Spray with alcohol and dry with warm air to remove any remaining moisture. When you examine the specimen with a microscope, look for any evidence of remaining scratches or deformation. Then adjust the polishing sequence as needed. Some polishing times will exceed 1 hour. It is useful to keep a record of successful preparation and polishing sequences for future applications. With the cover in place to reduce evaporation, the polishing solution can be kept in the basin for 2 or 3 days. Beyond this time, we recommend washing out the bowl until the next use. Buehler is the science behind materials preparation and analysis.